Good morning, all. This morning I thought I'd talk to you about 6 P things that delivered through clarity. And the important things about P things is you might get a giggle out of it or you might not. But clarity, of course, is what allows us all to continue on to do what we do and make sure that we continue to enjoy it. Now, it's not necessarily easy to find, because as soon as you get into business for yourself, you find that instead of doing what you thought you were going to do, you're actually doing about 127 other jobs, which keep you away from doing what you want to do. And a lot of us can get ourselves tangled up in that day to day and miss out on achieving what it was that we set out to do in the first place. So is there a simple way to do this? Yes, there is. Is it simple to find? No. It takes a lot to actually peel through all the layers and find out what it is that allows you to remain clear on what it is you set out to do. So part of this, what are the P's that you're going to get anyway? Presence in your market. Now, what does that mean? That essentially, keep it simple, means sending the right message to highlight your expertise and skills. And second one, presentation of you. Now, that means you personally and your business. So that's saying and doing what attracts your ideal customer. Okay, so you need to be really, really clear on who your ideal customer is. And that of itself is probably the hardest thing for people to figure out. Who is their ideal customer? Now, most people, of course, will have what's called an elevator speech, and that elevator speech might be good or it might not. It might identify who their customer is, it might not. If you've got one and you think it's working for you, go for it. If you've got one and it's fantastic, don't change it. Just keep using it. So next, we look at personal space. Now, that's understanding the difference between you, the person, and you, the business. And that also is very often very difficult for some people to figure out what on earth it is. Where does my personal space end? For example, where I'm located today is a holiday. Should I be taking a holiday or should I be continuing to work? Well, I don't just work in the location that I'm at. So for me, the fact that there's a holiday where I'm located really doesn't matter, because my clients that I'll be working with today are not located in this same space. So I'll continue on. My personal space is not being invaded. I'm quite happy because I understand my work and self equilibrium, if you like. I've got the balance the way that I like it, and that's what everybody must do, is find the balance that they like. So look after your personal space. That'll make it a lot easier for you to retain clarity. And then we need process and procedure. Now, that's simply strategies to deal with various events, expected or unexpected, when you get right down to it. If you've got the right strategy, you don't need to know what the problem is likely to be. If you have the strategies in place, you can deal with the issues that arise from time to time, whether or not you expect them. Now, another thing that is found through clarity, and might be a surprise to some folks, is pricing. Now, if you're really clear about what it is that you do, what it is that you provide for your ideal client, establishing the price shouldn't be a big issue. And if you're dealing with your ideal client, the price shouldn't be an issue for your customer either. So build yourself some strategies there to reflect the value of your product or service in any market conditions. And perhaps the most important P of all, profitability. Now, this is ensuring the wellness of your business, because if you're not making a profit, you haven't got a business. I don't know what you'd call it, but you need to have a profit in order for you to have a business. Now, that's all very well and good. We've got 6 things that we might deliver through clarity. How do you find the clarity? Okay, the simple answer, and yes, it does take more work than this. The simple answer is remind yourself of what it is that you want to do. Why did you start this in the first place? Now, when you've found that, if you're inspired to go and do it, then keep going. If you're not inspired to go and do it, perhaps you should look again at what it is that you want to do, because inspiration should be what drives you. If we have to find our motivation from external sources each and every time we feel just a little bit slack, have a good look at what it is that you're trying to do. You really want to be doing something that inspires you just to do it. And then you might find that all of these other things fall into place relatively easily. Now, look at what your client or customer wants as an outcome. And as long as you can see that, and as long as you can deliver that, then you're probably feeling considerably better about what you do. Now, that's a pretty big step on the way to finding clarity. And again, look to that feeling of inspiration. Am I inspired to do what I do? If the answer is yes, just go and do it. And if the answer is no, please find something that inspires you. Now, this is just a short story, of course, to give you a hand to get started through the week, whether or not you're in a place where there's a holiday. So enjoy your week. And there's a link in the text beside this, which will lead you to a spot where you might find bunches and bunches of information that can help you with this. And above all, just go and have a great week. See you in a week.